Hi everyone, Miss Petroboni here. Hope you all had a really good break. So we're going to use ELT as a time to just make sure you're understanding and getting the practice you need to be successful with geometry. So you might have remembered last year, Miss Hood and I really went hard on you guys with equations, and that's because you've probably found out you still need to know how to solve an equation in GEO. So whenever we solve an equation, there are a couple things we told you to look for. So step 1, distribute to remove any parentheses. Step 2, combine like terms. Step 3, move variable. I'm just going to put there to one side. And then step 4, solve. So for number 1, I'm going to split my equation. I don't have parentheses. Like terms, I have two variables, but they're on opposite sides of the equation. I can't combine anything on the left side. I can't combine any term on the right side. So I don't have to worry about that. Moving a variable to one side. So I have a negative v, and then I have a negative 2v. So I'm just going to move the v to one side. You could have also done something else, right? You could have added 2v to both sides. Doesn't matter. You have options. I'm just going to do it this way. So I'm left with 4 equals 9. A negative 2v plus a v is a negative v. Then I just solve my equation. I'm going to subtract 9 from both sides. 4 take away 9 is a negative 5 equals a negative v. If a negative 5 equals a negative v, v is going to equal a positive 5. And then there we go. Okay, so that's a pretty basic one. If you look at one like number 10 involves a couple more steps. So for number 10, I still don't have to distribute because there aren't any parentheses, but I do have to combine like terms. So on my left side, I have positive 8x, I have negative 6x. And then I have a positive 8 and a negative 15. 8x minus 6x is a positive 2x. Positive 8 minus 15 is a negative 7. And I'm just bringing down the rest. So now I have variables on both sides. I'm just going to do minus 2x to both sides. I'm left with negative 7 equals 1 plus x. To isolate the variable, I'm going to subtract 1 from both sides. X equals negative 8. So that's how you do those. The other type of problem you'll encounter today is solving for x, but in a problem you could see in geometry. So I need to solve for x. X is a part of this angle in this triangle. Something you have to know. Each angle in the triangle, when you add them together, will add to 180 degrees. No matter what, triangles add to 180. So we're going to write an equation, and this is a right triangle, right? There was that little box there. That means this angle is 90 degrees. So we're going to write our equation, and we're going to set it equal to 180. So I know that this angle, 3x plus 4, plus 90 plus 50 needs to equal 180 degrees because that's the right triangle, or because it's a triangle, and it is a right triangle, and that's where we got that 90 degrees from. So I'm going to follow the same steps we followed in the other part. I don't have any parentheses. I do have like terms. $90 plus $50 is $140, plus 4 is a positive $144, equals $180. Then I'm going to, I don't have variables on both sides, so I'm just going to subtract 144 from both sides. 3x equals, and then you do 180 minus 144, and you get 36. Then I'm just going to divide by 3, x equals 12. So we were asked to solve for x, that's what we did. Sometimes problems can ask you to solve for the whole angle. So if I was asked to find this angle isn't 12 degrees. That wouldn't make sense, because 50 plus 90 plus 12 wouldn't give me 180, but I could use this angle, and instead of x, I could substitute in my 12. And then it would be 36 plus 4 equals 40. And this angle is actually equal to 40 degrees. 40 plus 50 is 90. 90 plus 90 gives you 180. So they'll ask you to do this extra trick sometimes. I'm just showing it to you in case you encounter that. For today, though, you're just solving for x. So for the rest of them, guys, you are literally doing the same thing. You are adding up your three angles. Sorry about that. You are adding up your three angles, and you're setting them equal to 180. And then you're solving for x. Please have your ELT teacher call or text me if you are confused about this and need help. I'm more than happy to assist. Hope you have a great rest of your ELT. Goodbye.